How's it going, everybody? I I wanted to update you and tell you about some things that are going on. I think um, starting with today, with this Tuesday, I think each Tuesday I'm going to do a separate video on sharing my night terrors. I'm not going to do I have them every day, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the worst one out of the week and share it with you guys. Um, and it's not I used to have a journal where I'd write it down every day. I did that for a couple years and I stopped doing it. But yeah, my doctor has he's linking the night terrors to the PTSD that I have. And it makes sense because I always think of war veterans or people serving. They come home and they just have nightmares about things they've seen, the things they've done, the things they've experienced. Um, Doctors don't know what causes night terrors other than in theory they say that they believe that it's linked to some sort of trauma at a point in your life. And as you know from previous videos that I've, the stuff I went through when I was 6 and the stuff in my teenage years and up until now, various breaking points as I would call them. It makes sense. My night terrors though aren't about the past. That's the thing that confuses me. Um, every it's rare. Every now and then I'll have one that involves my father, or a situation that was similar to very hard times in my life. But more so than often, they're just about situations of usually involving death, and I don't mean me killing animals or babies or anything like that, or seeing stuff like that. I don't want people to think that I'm um, psychotic or anything like that. Um, you know, I I'm not off my meds, as it were. Um, I'm not schizophrenic. Um, I just have a lot of disorders, and neurological, with the Tourette's, my OCD, my social anxiety disorder, clinical depression, um, PTSD. Um, so I think that my doc. I'm I'm going to be seeing getting back into seeing a psychiatrist soon. Uh, but due to my bullshit insurance, which I fucking hate, um, unless I was homeless and didn't have a job and could get on and get paid everything by the state, but because I have a job, it's ridiculous. I hate insurance. The amount, like I've said before, my Tourette meds are, it's $210, and then um, to see somebody, a psychiatrist, my doctor wants me to see him for PTSD. Um, I have to pay for the first 4 or 5 sessions, and then 80% of it will get covered, but the sessions aren't cheap. And like I said, I live on my own. I pay all my own bills. I live check to check. I struggle. This isn't a woe is me. I'm just being realistic and a reality check. That like this is the first year that I can't do Christmas, and I didn't have it growing up. So when I was old enough to be able to afford Christmas because of my own stability and financial stability, I did it. And it wasn't to get things. I just liked seeing my friends who were my family and my family members. I just liked seeing the expressions on their face. I just liked seeing them smile when they would get something they'd like. Christmas is always meant a lot to me because it was something that I couldn't have before. Now that I can, but this year I can't afford to do it, which is fine because it's more about spending time with your friends who are my family. So I've already told them all not to get me anything because I can't afford to get them anything, and they better not, and yada yada yada. But anyway, so yeah, I think going forward on Tuesdays I'm going to share the worst night terror of the week, and I'm not trying to freak anybody out. I'm not trying to scare anybody or anything like that. I just want to share what's going on, what I deal with. Um, um, I mean, this isn't the one that I want to share with, but I mean, I was awoken this morning around 7 by my mother, who's still staying with me because she can't find a place. She did find a place, but then the bitch gave it to somebody else after she told her to put the utilities in her name, yada yada. It's hard because my mother's trying to find a private owner. It's not, she can't go through like apartment complexes of credit. It's not great. Credit's not great because struggling as a mother with only 3 children, her credit, she did what was best so that we would have clothes on our back and food in our mouth. So it was very hard. Her credit score is not great. It's in like the late 500s or high 500s, but not 650, which is unfortunately in the state I live. Everybody, wants a background check of, if you have a credit score of 650, then we'll get you a place. So anyways, we're hoping for the 1st of January, and that's why my videos have been so scarce. It's not that I don't want to do them or have plans for them. It's like what I've said before, but between me working my 14-hour shifts and then having the alone time to do the videos in my apartment, at least right now, I think Mondays and Tuesdays I will be able to do that. If not a normal vlog video, then at least Tuesdays, at least I'll be able to do the Night Terror Tuesdays. I don't even know, whatever you want to call them. But so anyway, so I had one not last night, but the night before, where it was 2 of them, because I'll have possibly up to 3. Rarely, sometimes, rarely 3, but usually 2, minimum 1, but usually 2. And if it's really bad, I actually I get woken up even though I took my meds to help me sleep. They keep me asleep, but like I'll wake up bawling my eyes out from it, and I'm so exhausted, I'm so tired from after working all day and night that I fall asleep literally crying again, and then But the one I had was 2 days ago, where there was some sort of being, and and this is nothing to do with biblical stuff or anything like that, and nothing to do with religion. But it was just it was an entity. It was it was an outline of a figure, humanoid figure, I guess you could say. Not a demon or anything like that. I don't hear voices in my head or anything like that. But I was told that I had 61 days until my death, and it freaked me out. And then I woke up, and I was kind of shrugged it off, and then I was talking to my friend about it, and he's like, what's 61 days from today? And I said, oh, I didn't even think about it. And so I guess it's February 10th. I'm not going to off myself on February 10th. I'm sure nothing will happen, but I just thought it was interesting to share, because I honestly can't remember, and I have a cursed memory where I remember everything, and I don't remember ever having a night terror in the almost 17 years where I was told, 60, any amount of days from now you're going to die. It's not like that stupid movie I didn't see, Rings or whatever, fucking 7 days, whatever. So yeah, that's the night terror I had. It's not the worst one, but it was just the weirdest. It was the weirdest one. I mean, I it wasn't somebody I knew. It was just a dark entity being. I don't know. Just was standing there and said in a very calm voice that, in 61 days you're going to die. And then I woke up and I just thought it was weird. I'm gonna do some research into the 10th of February. I don't know why that sticks out in my head. Probably should have done that before I did this video, but I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. There's no significant. There's nothing that I can think of that doesn't. It's not a birthday or anything like that. But anyways, so yeah. Other than that, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm I'm trying to be positive about everything. It's very hard. I'm over the GM thing. I'm okay with the Christmas thing. I'm hoping everything will work out for my mother. Work is work. I've had 2 new weird tics where it used to be my left hand would do this kind of thing. God damn it. But my right arm has been shaking. My right arm and hand have been shaking. And then my left ankle, I've been even laying down. It's been I don't know, like I have to move it. And those just started probably a week ago. My shoulder still does the back thing, but not as much. But it's just weird how it changes. Yeah, and the more you talk about it, the more they happen, which sucks. But yeah, so that's for my night terror and updating on what's going to happen. But I think with the new year, I'm going to try to do Mondays. I'm going to try to do a vlog, and the awareness that I have in my description is the social anxiety, the depression, the OCD, the Tourette's, the PTSD, the night terrors, making awareness of them. In my eyes, I'm just trying to share my day-to-day life experiences with them. So it'd be more like vlogging, I guess, or just what happened for the week. And if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the comment section. Send me a PM. I know somebody a while back had said that they didn't know how to, but if you're using a computer, you can go to YouTube.com, and then you go to my channel, and then there is a send message in the about section, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. But if not, just put a question in the comment if it's about night terrors or anything. But yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, so 61 days. Just weird. I don't know, but yeah. And you know, and hopefully I will next week next Monday is when I'll put up another video, and then Tuesday I'll do a night terror video. And I was also thinking about I'd like to know. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but then if you guys don't like them, then I'll stop doing it. But I was thinking about putting up instead of putting up poetry. I've written a lot over the years, so I was thinking about just doing original songs, just to it's just therapeutic, and hopefully you like them. If you don't, then you don't. I was just toying around with that idea. I mean, it takes a lot to put out. It's scary to put yourself out there, for people to see what you created. And I'm not a great singer. I don't think I'm a great writer, but I try, and I think that's the most important thing. And if you're going through night terrors, please contact me. Let me know. I haven't heard from anybody who has. I don't mean nightmares that are, every now and then you have a nightmare. Night terrors are every fucking day, for a while. At least a year. I mean, and if you did go through them or have them, I don't know if it was from PTSD or not. Let me know if how you stopped, having them. If it was through meds, because meds haven't worked. I've tried putting certain objects near me, certain glass, rocks, stones, incense. I mean, I go to sleep. I don't go to sleep like depressed and like, oh, tomorrow's gonna suck. I go to sleep passing out watching stuff that makes me laugh, or whatever, or I listen to something. I listen to interviews that really help me, and I still have them. It doesn't matter what I watch or listen. I've tried meditation music. I've tried hypnotherapy music, um, um, sounds of the ocean. Like nothing works. So I'm a little skeptical as far as talking to a psychiatrist, because if I can talk to people that I do know and have talked to them over the years, people that I love and care about, my closest friends, I don't see how talking to a stranger is going to help, because I'm getting it out there. It's not that I'm holding this stuff in. I either do videos, or when I'm not doing this, I'm the only other time that I'm working is where I get to see my friends, or outside of work, I'll talk to them about it. They're very supportive. My life is not negative every single day. It's just hard because I work my ass off, and I treat people with respect. And regardless if it's my OCD, Tourette's, or clinical depression, or just whatever happens, things just keep going bad. And much like what Graham did a video, Graham GSM Matthews did a video recently of tough times don't last, tough people do. You should check out his channel. That's if you're into wrestling, you love it, and this inspirational stuff that he's doing is great. He's very a positive guy, um, but I lost track of what I was saying. But I'm it's if someone comes up to you every day and punches you in the arm as hard as they could, the next day they do it. The next day they just keep doing it every day. No matter what you do, you can't get them to stop. And the only thing that people tell you is that it'll pass. Just give it time. When that happens for a certain amount of time, when those days happen where you don't get punched in the arm, it is a great day. And it's true. I mean, I think the last time I was truly happy for at least 2 months. It was like 2 months straight. It was probably almost 5 years ago when I was engaged and all these plans and for the future with my now ex-fiance. I remember being truly really happy with life, and it's hard to stay positive when you try your hardest and it's just a battle almost daily, because it just seems something always pops up, and it's really hard. So when you're dealing with that when you're awake, try that when you're sleeping. You can't get away from it, and it's worse. But I rambled on a lot longer than I should have. But anyway, so this is an update and the first Night Terror Tuesday issue, episode, whatever. I'll figure out something to call it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, if you liked it, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down it. I would love feedback. This helps me because I'm hoping that it helps people that are going through hard times as well. And that's all I want to do, is share my experiences from the past and present, just to let you know that you're not alone. You probably all know this. My inspiration for starting this channel was Melissa Seawater, which is I Drink the Seawater on YouTube. Great channel. I think you can get. I think her last video was something about her. Yeah, you can get. She's also an author, and she put out a couple books. That one of these days, when I actually have the money, I really want to get them and read them. It just sucks because I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard, and I bust my ass. But anyway, so I hope you're all doing well. I hope this holiday is turning out to be great for you guys. Stay well. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.